Hello, friends. Thanks for joining today's live session. In today's session, we will be seeing how to create our own website. So, welcome Anand Kadere, welcome Anand Jadhav. Nice to see you today. Just before we begin, a brief about what Digital Mitra is. Our Digital Mitra is your digital friend who is there to support you to solve any of your queries related to this digital world. When we say digital, starting from website, mobile app, Facebook, any of the social media, if you want to make your presence in social world, if you want to take a business to the digital way, anything and everything that is under the word digital is covered by this Digital Mitra channel. So in the same series today is my live stream where I'll be showing how to create your own website. Even though in present days it's more of a mobile app that is in more trend, but still since the digital websites, since the websites have been there for so long, we cannot rule out the power of this platform. So it's better to understand what the legacy was, and then we will be able to appreciate what the future is going to be. Let me start with this session. I know few people will be joining later, but then whatever is missed, they can cover it by watching this video. After this session, I'll edit this video and I'll upload it on YouTube channel for reference. So we know what a website is. So the website have two areas. If in case you want to create your own website, it have two aspects. Let me increase the font size so that it is visible to you. So when we say a website, let's say take us example of website www.xyz.com or www.xyz.in. This is the name of a website. This is a fictitious website and this is the name of that website. So you can see like both the websites have the same XYZ, but both are two different websites, right? Just because we have added this .com and we have changed it to .in, or if we change it to anything else, let's say www.xyz.co.uk, these becomes a different web addresses. So the basics is for any website there is a website name. So when we say website name, this is the name. This is also called as domain name. The xyz.com or xyz.in or xyz.co.uk or anything else. This is the domain name which is unique on the internet. Not be two websites, two domains with the same name. Okay. So this is one very important fundamental of a website. So for creating any website, you will need a domain name so that people can reach out to you. So a domain name is something like that. This. So there is a lot of theory behind why.com, why.in, or why something else. So that I'll cover in a later session, maybe in advanced session, or maybe during this live chat I can cover. So this is the domain name. When we enter a domain name, it takes us to a website. So let's say this is my website www.digitalmitra.in. So when you type this address on your browser, it will take you to this page. This is called home page, right? On this home page I have some contents there. There's this contact us page, and then again I have created various blogs, like you can get started with your basic blogging understanding with by reading these blogs. I have created a lot of blogs here. You can read these. So now this is my this is my domain name, and to store these web pages which you have just seen, we need some space as well, right? That space, getting that space is called hosting, right? So there are two things in order to get your free website or any website. First is the domain name. The second is the hosting part. A domain name is your address where people can find you. A hosting is a place where you will be storing your pages, which will be given to the users when they visit your domain name or when they visit your website. So when we talk of website, there are two ways to create it. One is free, the other is paid. Right? So what is the difference between free website and paid website? Free website, like anything that is free in life, it have got some limitations. It should be used mostly for learning purpose, for understanding purpose, and once you are comfortable with the website thing, with the concept of website and everything, and you want to earn money, or you want to make yourself you as a brand and want to present yourself in this social media, then you should go for paid website. Or the other way as well, if you already have an existing business and you want to take that existing business to the digital world, then no need to go through this free website channel. This is only for those who are on the borderline to understand should I go into it, and if they want to understand the technicalities of the how the things work, it is good for them. For people who want to just concentrate on their business rather than going into this technical part, they can avoid the free hosting part. So when we say paid, there are two things for which you have to pay. One is definitely the domain name, right? And second is the hosting. Yes, you will have to buy this domain name. A domain name is sold by many providers. Mainly, GoDaddy is most famous in India. Google also sells domain name. There are a few other vendors who sell domain name. As I said, this domain name is unique on the internet, so there are chances that you may not get the desired domain name that you want. Then you will have to look at means and ways to how to get the similar domain name. If you don't find it in .com, you can go in .in, or you can go in some other .org, or depending on your area and all those stuff. So those things we can address. So buying a domain name, again, depending on how uh, how your domain name is, uh, like if it's something, your personal name, the domain name could be much cheaper. But if you go for a business name, let's say if you want to go for .com, so that could be a very costly domain name, right? So again, it depends the how much you want to pay for domain name. So once you have bought the domain name, you will have to buy the hosting. Hosting, again, there are many vendors, many providers, depending on the level of service you want to buy. Anything from 1500 rupees to 2000 rupees to, there's no limit depending on how what service you want. You can buy the hosting service, right? So that is the paid thing. In case you already have a business set up with for you and you want to go digital, you can contact us, Digital Mitra. The channel is contact us either by going here. You can contact us, or you can drop your details here in this contact form, and we'll reach out to you. So that was the part from the paid domain. Now, if something is already available for free, why should we go for paid? As I said before, a free is a sample. A sample is a very small quantity given to you just for getting the first taste at it, and if you are comfortable with it, you can go ahead and buy the paid version. So today in this session we'll be concentrating on free domains. Again, for getting a free domain, we will need the same two things, that is the domain name and hosting. Yes, we can get a free domain name as well as we can also get a free hosting. Only thing is, the domain name will be something like www.xyz.blogspot.com. Do you see the difference? Here it is directly .com, xyz.com, and here a name blogspot, or if you go with GoDaddy, it will append the word godaddy.com or wix.com. So whichever vendor, whichever service provider you go with, you will get that name appended to it. So this definitely is good for the learning purpose, but this does not look very professional. It looks like you are staying at a rented place, and that may not give much confidence to the uh, people who are trying to do business with you. That's why free domains is not, domain name is not recommended if you want to earn money with the internet. Again, hosting, there is paid hosting as I explained, and there is again free hosting. So there are service providers which give free hosting as well. Again, the same caveat stays true for free hosting. It is not, it have got its bottlenecks, the speed, the availability and whatnot. So let's say if you host your website on a free hosting, it's not sure that you will get the recommended speed because they're giving that service for free. You cannot even demand that, right? Because it's free. So there are various vendors which provide this free service, both hosting and domain name. Today we will be covering Google. As everyone know, Google is the company to go in today's world, and Google provides a lot of free platforms, a lot of freebies for people to learn and earn from their platforms. So there is a free platform given by Google, and it's called blogger.com. Blogger.com. Okay, so let's go to blogger.com. Let's see how to create a website. So now we theory is over and we are jumping to the practical part of it. So here I have put blogger. So this is the landing page for blogger.com. One thing, anything service that you want to use, you will need a Gmail address for that. Yes, getting a Gmail address, it's a free thing. You can create your Gmail account. If you need any help in how to create a Gmail account, I have already written a blog for that. Go to my blog www.digitalmitra.in. In this blog session, digital starter session, get create email account. So here I have shown step by step way how to create a Gmail account. Similar way you can see various other social media platforms which I may be covering in live sessions as well if there's a need for that. Okay, so now I have come to this. I'll click on sign in. We need to sign. All the Google products are linked to the to one Google account, right? When we say Gmail and YouTube, if you want to create a YouTube channel, if you want to create anything else, all are connected to the same thing. So since I already have couple of accounts on this, let me use this account. So this is one account. So if you are logging in for the first time, you will have to actually type in your account, that is your Gmail at your username at the rate gmail.com, and the password that you will have to enter here is your Gmail password. Since this website is linked to your Gmail account, you will have to use your Gmail password, and in future if you change your Gmail password in any of the Google platform, the password, same password will get reflected across. So after changing the password, you will have to enter the correct the changed password here. Okay, so let me click on next here. So here I am logging in with my Gmail account. Right. So this is the interface that you can see the blogger.com welcome page. Here you can see I'm logged in with my Gmail account, and here's the welcome page, and it has got a very simple interface which says create new blog. So we don't have to do anything else, just we'll click on the create new blog. Now it asks for the title. What is the name of the blog that you want to set up? When I say blog, a blog or website, it can I'm using it interchangeably. There's some difference between blog and website, but for this session, let's consider that as same. And what exactly is the difference, we can discuss it later in an advanced session. So for now, let's consider that what we are talking about is website. So let's say I want to create a website for my personal name. So let me type my name here. The same thing. Address. So this address is the domain name, the name that we discussed. So let me paste the same rajeshprasad.blogspot.com. So here it did a verification if this name is available or someone else have taken. So sorry, this blog address is not available, means there is already a website with this name. Let me try to add an extra h here, and let's see if this is available. Okay, so this blog is available, so I added an extra h, so it may be good for the from the numerology purpose, but have to be creative. How what is the first thing, you'll have to decide what domain name you need, and then you'll have to be creative on how to get that domain name in case it's not available. So there are times if you want a very specific domain name and it's not available, then you can check that person who have already who have bought that domain name. You can reach out to that person and you can try to buy the domain name. Definitely he will charge you some money, but then yeah, that's the way it is. Now here we see themes. So what is a theme? A theme is the home page. The theme is a page which will be displayed to you once you to your website. So in my case, this is the theme, right? This is the, like, it have a logo here, it have a it have menu here, it have a landing page here where I have a button and I can market my products there. Then as I scroll down, it shows all the recent works, all the recent blogs that I have written. So Twitter account, Pinterest account, LinkedIn account, Google ads, all those stuff. And then as I scroll down, so this is a very simple web home page that I have created. And if we go deeper into it, and if you go to specific blog, you can see this is the way my pages look, right? So this is once I enter from my home page, I enter to this content, and this is how it looks like. So this is what this theme is about. So for now, you can play with the themes, whichever theme suits you. So let me take this theme Emporio. We can always change the theme later on. In fact, we can also change the title, the address, and all the stuff later on, but we'll cover that in a later session. For now, I won't confuse you. Let's do just a very basic minimum thing. So let me select this theme and I'll say create a blog. So it is doing some processing in back end, and now here the Google is doing some marketing. Find a domain name for the blog and connect to it instantly. So what does mean this mean is Google is saying if you want a domain name, if you want to buy a domain name, at that time this domain name will become Rajesh Prasad dot www.rajeshprasad.com or .in, depending on whatever I buy, but I'll have to pay for that. So at this point of time I'll say just no thanks, and bam, this is your website. How does it look? Let me click on this view blog link. Okay, so once you click on this view blog link, your website is opening here. Here you go. So this is your very basic website. Since we have not put any content there, it is looking like a plain page. Nothing is displayed here. So you can see here it is saying powered by Blogger. So since it's a free domain and free hosting, Blogger or Google will put its name on those places as a part of its own branding. Okay, now this becomes your domain name or the domain address, which you can share with others, with your friends, or you can advertise as your business address. You can see rajeshprasad.blogspot.com. So as I explained, since this is a free domain, it has appended the blogspot.com. If I would have bought it, it could have been rajeshprasad.com or .in, whichever way. A blank domain is of very little use. Yeah, okay, we created our first domain of our first website. Congratulations, good for you. But now let's add more meat to it. So again, go back to Blogger. So now you can see a lot of options have come here. Before creating this website, it was just welcome and some settings, and now a lot of options have come here. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our first content. So to do that, you will have to go on posts. So by default, the focus is on posts, and click on the new post. Okay, when we say new post, that means you are creating content for a website, something which I had done on my Digital Mitra website. Like I have created a blog. I have created, this is one of the posts. These are the posts. Okay, and these are my YouTube videos that I have uploaded here. Okay, so now this, here it comes, the post part. Now what should be the post title? So let me give this is introduction to creating a free website. Okay, so this becomes the name of the post or the heading of the post. And here you, as you go down, you must be aware how to use a Word, Microsoft Word. So this interface is very similar to that. You can actually start typing. So there are two options. One is compose, other is HTML. So at this point of time, HTML is looking blank. So I will not suggest anyone to go to this HTML unless you are a super user or you understand what HTML is, because if you play around with HTML, it may bring down the look and feel of your page, and it may distort the way your website looks. So to get started with, for the basics, okay, this is my first picture. So I have written this text. I can make it which font you want. So I normally go with Vardhana. And then what is the font size that you want? So you can see, depending on how big you want your font to appear, you can select either largest or large. Normally I go with large. And then here it says normal, when a normal text, or if you want to make this as heading or subheading. So let me make this subheading, because in once this is posted, this thing will be considered as heading, and all other things should be considered as subheading. So having multiple headings is not good. That's why one heading and there could be multiple subheadings. So this is my first picture. Let me align it in the center. Okay, so here you go. I can change the color also of this text, so you can just play around and be creative with it. Now since I want to add my first picture, this is the insert image thing. So let me click on this, and here it gives me an option to upload any image. So let me choose image. Okay, so take this image. Okay. Okay, and here I click on add selected. So here the image has come, right? Let me save this. Let's save this. Now you have added an image. You can write some text. This is the angry bird. Now you may also want to point it to some URL. Let's say angry bird image. So just select it and click on this link, and here you can give whatever URL you want this link to take. So I will, for example, I will just put my website name www. Want is this should be made as link, and here we can see it has created linked it to digital myth. In a similar way, you can also link a video to this page. Either you can upload it from your local laptop, or you can take any YouTube video. You can also take other person's YouTube video as well. So let me see. Let me check for. So here my platform, here my videos are coming. So let me select this, and here we have inserted the video also on this page, right? You can insert multiple videos, multiple images, and do a save. Just one thing on this. Okay, so I won't go to advanced stuff, and then you just do a preview to see how your page will look like once published. So I have not published it yet. First you need to be happy with it. So okay, so this is the way my page will look like, right? So this is my first image, this is angry bird image, and this is the video. Okay, so looks good for a first website. So let's just publish it. I'll hit on the button publish. Okay, so you see that this name has come here, and let me refresh the website. All right, so now this is our website, and this is our first post. And if I click on this post, here you go. This is my first picture, and this is the link that we have put. So let me click on this link, and it will take to the page where I had set the link for it. Here it is, and let's click on this video, and here you go. So here the videos will come. Okay, so there are some settings on the has been disabled, so there must be some settings, that's why this message has come, right? So the basics is, now we have created our first website, and we have published it. So how was it very difficult? I don't think it was difficult, it was very easy. Let's go and see the some other things. Let's say stats, comments, earning, pages are something static which are not considered as your content. So let's say if I go to this one, and then the contacts, privacy, about me, these are some static pages. So these don't change much, so you can put these things as your pages. Okay, and your main content which you want the world to read, it goes under posts. The similar way you can create multiple posts, you can create a new post as well, test post, and publish it. So here you go, just refresh it, right? So let's go back to the home page, and here you see, since we did not put any image or those things, so it has just appeared as this, and if I click on it, it will take you to the page, right? So here users can comment on it, like this is a by default property given by Blogger. Okay, so let me show you something about layout in case you are not very happy with the layout. Let's say, okay, so this is the way where you can actually customize the thing, the way your website looks. So this gives you some options on customizing your website. So one is theme, you have selected the theme, now you want your name, your branding to appear on it. So let's say the first one is favicon. So what is a favicon? This small b that you see on top of this, right? Here you see a YouTube logo, here you see a Blogger logo, that is called a favicon. So you can actually upload your own favicon. For that you will have to create a favicon. There it has got some specific dimensions, so once you upload it, that favicon will appear here. So for my website, you can see I have created a favicon, my logo, and this is how it looks like, right? Then other thing, header, so you can edit it, just click here and it will go into editable mode, and you can write some description here, or you can actually put a image. So let's try to put an image here. Okay, so let's take this as image, and here let's select, instead of title and description, we don't want to type title and description, just click on save, and let's preview it. So this is a very good option given, like before publishing it you can preview it, and if you like the outcome you can publish it, otherwise you can just revert it back. So okay, it's good. So let me go ahead and save arrangement, and now let me go ahead and refresh my web page. So let me go to the home page. This is one of the posts. There you go. So here the header has come, right? Next thing that you may want to change is subscription or follow by email. So let's say if you want people to follow your website by email, so you can just go and check this box and say save, and save arrangement. Let's see what is the change that happened. Okay, so follow by email, it should come somewhere. Okay, so let's see where that follow by email went. It went below the header. Okay, so this was the header, and this was okay, so subscribe, right? Subscribe this blog by email, right? So here it came. Now let's go and look at some other options which you may need. Page gadget, this is some advanced concept which I'll cover later on if you want me to cover too. Featured post, these are the posts that we wrote, so you can see how it will be displayed. You can customize these the way it looks like. So title, let's show post snippet. Okay, so this will save it. Okay, so When you say ads here, so let's say you want to show some ads on your web page, you can enable this and you can put your the code, or if your AdSense is enabled, and Google will start displaying their ads here. Here in footer, it's attribution, which is by default enabled. So let's see what is there in attribution. So here it says the theme, what theme it is, and copyright optional. So let's write the arrangement, and let's go and refresh this. Make sure to refresh your page, otherwise whatever changes you have made, it won't display on the website on the static page. By Blogger, and here I have added customize it. So this is Rajesh, so here it has appeared. Let's look at some other side things. Okay, so you can add in the sidebar, so something, so this blank area, it is called sidebar. So you can add few things in the sidebar, again depending on which template you have selected. That sidebar may or may not be visible. So let me say that show my profile and show my location, and let me save this, and let me click on save arrangement, and let's go and refresh it again. See, here visit profile, so here it has come. So you can upload your picture, your profile picture, and you can do a lot of stuff there. That was one thing. And so that was about, like, you have selected a theme and you have customized that theme. Now if you want to change the theme itself, right? So let the whatever theme we selected, down the line you thought, okay, this theme, you don't like this theme, so you can go ahead and change the theme. So here are the themes. So these are the free themes provided by Google itself, the Blogger platform. There are many websites which provide free themes and paid themes as well. Again, the same thing goes with the themes as well. Free theme is like free. You won't be able to do much customization on that, and unless you are a techie code, it's very difficult to change the look and feel of that website. But if you buy that theme from the person who had created that theme, he gives you a lot of that gives you a lot of flexibility. The one thing is that a customized thing, like this is a blogger, you will be authorized to remove that, and that will give you a website a more professional look. And there are also now so normally if you have an old website, change the theme of it, you should back it up. Okay, so before deleting it, you should back up that thing. Backup is very simple. Just click on this download theme and it will download an XML, so that becomes your backup. And then if you have downloaded a free theme from internet, you can browse it here and you can click on upload it, and it will be uploaded. So for now, let's not go to that complexity, but let me show you by selecting this theme. Okay, and let's say apply to blog, and now let's say go and refresh it. Here you go. So the whole look and feel has changed now, right? So this is the power of theme. So that is the thing. See, now it has got some menu items, some cool looking stuff. A subscribe button is here, search is here, um, read more, and again you can go ahead and customize it further by going to the layout thing, right? So you can see how the theme changed. The initial theme that we had selected, it was very simple. I just changed the theme and it made the website look more lively. Like at least it's looking more lively to you, to me. So it depends on your personal choice, your business sense, or what the business you are in. You can select a similar theme for that. Also, what do I mean by that? Let's say if you are in the business of selling toys, then you should not put vegetable photos here, right? That makes sense, right? If you are in a business of hotel, you should not put travel related pictures here, correct? So it depends on your business logic. All right, so what else do we have? Okay, so let me just touch upon some of the settings. I won't go much in details, not in the advanced one, unless you guys ask specific questions. In fact, if you have any questions, you can start typing that in the chat bot, and once I'm done with this explanation, I'll start picking up those questions and we can answer those questions in this live session. If not, you can always ask those questions once after I have uploaded this video. You can ask those questions in the chat as well. So whichever way you are comfortable with. So here I have gone to settings and the basics. So here you see the title. This is the name that we had given to our blog. We can change that name here, right? Description, what this blog is all about. Here you can write 500 characters description. Like it's good that you should write description, because if let's say someone comes to your web page and before you reading this description, he will get some ideas like what this web page is all about, and he will be more comfortable there. Here privacy visible to search engines, so this is one good thing. Okay, let search engine find your blog. So what does that mean? So let's say Google, Bing, Yahoo, all these are search engines, right? And if you don't want these engines, this search website to be searchable, or if someone types your website name and you don't want this website to come up as a result, just select no. So why anyone will do it? Maybe because he wants to keep this website private. Maybe he's just working on this website now. His website is not ready, and he don't want the search engines to get the half-baked information, because that may impact the way these search engines treat your website. So you can say no, and you can save changes. So once you do that, it won't be searchable, right? So do remember, if you change this setting, once you are done with the website, go ahead and make it visible, right? Blog address, so this is a blog address that we had selected. You can edit the blog address here. You can give a new blog address, and then again the same process will start. Google will search if that address is available. If not available, it will give you an error. So let's not do that at this point of time. Buy a domain, again, if you want, if you are happy with the way you have set up things, you can and buy a domain so that you can get rid of this blog spot, right? So your domain name will look like rajeshprasad.com. Then the HTTPS, so Google, that's the power of Google. By default, it gives you an HTTPS. HTTPS is more from the security of the website perspective. So it gives you free SSL certificates. If you go with other hosting services, they may charge you for that. Google gives you for free. Permissions, okay, so if you want, let's say you want to collaborate with someone and you want to give some permissions to other person to write some posts or blogs or update some contents on the website, you can add that person here, and you can give the respective rights to him. Even either you can make him admin, author. Let's see what our options are there. So either you can okay, so let's see, let me search for here. Okay, so then these persons will have the authority to make changes or update content to my website. So let's not do that at this point of time. Posts and comments, so how your post will how 7 posts will be displayed. If you want to users to give comment on your website, you can enable this. If you want to first moderate the comment before making it visible for public, you can say, do the same settings here. Email, like how you want your email to be treated. Language, definitely it will by default it will take the things which you have set during the creation of your Gmail ID. Search preferences, so this is a bit advanced topic which I'll cover later, if you guys want me to do that. What is there in other? Okay, if you are done practicing and you want to delete the blog, so you can go ahead and delete the blog here, right? User settings. Okay, so not much here. This is just a normal thing. All right, so here we created our first website, we created our first post, and it is available, but now it will not be available because we unchecked it from the search engine. In the same way, if you want to create multiple blogs, so you don't have to use go and create another account. You can just go here and just click on new blog. The whole process will start again. You will have to give the name, select the address, select the theme and all the stuff, and we'll have to repeat the same process again. Okay, so with that, I'm almost done with the agenda which I had come up with. Do we have any questions? Please type your questions and I'll be answering those right now. I don't think anyone is typing any questions. So just before I wind up, digitalmitra.in, www.digitalmitra.in. This is my blog website. So here you can go and read some basic ideas, like I have started with very basic thoughts. What is digital, how it started, how you can actually start making your presence in digital. I believe almost everyone have an email ID, maybe not YouTube channel, but then a lot of you must be having LinkedIn account. Most of you must be having Facebook. Some of you must be there on Twitter, TikTok, again a social platform. Mm. Okay, so Anand Jadhav says please wait. So he's coming up with the question. Yeah, Anand, I'll wait for some more time. How to create a Pinterest. Pinterest is a new social platform which is gaining popularity. And if you see, the thing with social media is, the earlier you on board on it, you get boarded on it, the better is chance to excel in it, right? So if you hear of any social media which is gaining popularity, go ahead and create an account and start using it, and you will have a good to be on top of it. Instagram is again, I believe Instagram in, it's not very far that it will overtake Facebook. Anyway, Facebook have bought Instagram and it have added a lot of features to it. So yeah, and then there is this digital marketing. So let's say you have a business and you want to start the marketing. Uh, you want to do the marketing about it, and then how to do those marketing. So Facebook page, creating Google ads, these are some of the options. You can also see some of my video blogs. Like here I have created some video which gives an introduction of